What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. I want to walk you through my Thursday. I had a interesting day of, if you look at the TradeZella here, quite a few trades, more trades than markups, pretty much because I took every trade that probably presented to my plan. Now it's not too big of a problem because I do stand by these trades. I did like them all. I don't think I was over trading at all, and it was good results. I really barely went down on the day. It was all for the good. I wasn't over trading. I just am pointing out that I took more trades than I normally do. You normally see me take 1 to 2, but all of them were fitting my plan. So I felt the urge, I guess, to take them because why stop scoring if I see another opportunity? Now, one thing to note maybe is I am out of my setting. I was in Florida last week taking trades on a laptop and a monitor away from like my normal setup, my normal routine, my normal sleep, all that different things. I'm not using it as an excuse. It just is interesting of I don't really want to be tied to the desk when I'm in Florida all day. So why am I taking 5 trades? But the damage was, I guess, not there because I had a nice green day. So let's just take a look at the trades. First of all, you probably saw this first one. You should have seen this first one. This was on AceFX TV taken live. I think Austin joined me on this day, where textbook setup straight out of Futures 2.0, my new advanced VWAP course on AceFX TV. If you haven't seen it already, definitely become a member and you could get access to that as well as seeing me live trade it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But this one's just not chasing this first bearish slide here at the open. We get a pullback to New York. Okay, nice. What happens around this New York VWAP? I want to see if buyers step in or do sellers defend it like they just were here at the open just previously. And we get the nice short as sellers clearly defend it, and we even get a break of lower day VWAP. And one other small note to make, I think I made a small video about it. We did pin outside the opening range low here. I've talked about the Edgeful stats a little bit. You could definitely go check out the link in my bio for that as well. I talk about all the reports that I like to use for them and how I use them. So definitely sign up with my link just to show me some love. I'd really appreciate it. But this one, if you filter that opening range break, which are these 2 lines here, in the past month, it's really been happening less and less. I think now, at the time of this video, it's like 27%. Where 6 months, 7 months, a year, it's still at like 65, 70. So it does happen often, but in the short term, it really hasn't been playing out quite as much. So when I saw the break happen first and then sellers defend, I kind of believed it. Like, yeah, we're probably going to continue short because we really haven't been rallying and breaking both sides. So that's what also likes me to like the short. Sat through it very patient as we're still making lower highs underneath the lower day. So sellers are defending it underneath the black New York VWAP. So it was a nice one. And then we had I think was it a gap or midnight below us that I was trading it to, but I took it to 1R and I got out, which was a good call because it came right back up. So that leads to the second trade. Yeah, you can see that's the very bottom. Now this one, not my best trade. I actually have a chapter in it in the Futures 2.0 course of things I don't like to do because I don't do them well. So this is when we have clear bearish sentiment all day, lower highs, lower lows. The very first break, strong break of multiple minutes, back above the New York, I'm now longing it. Saying, oh, buyers are in, let's go higher. It's been all sellers today. Bearish sentiment, bearish structure. I can't be buying that just yet because I don't get a lot of push from that. I'm just fighting the grain. And it goes up a little bit, so I move south to break even because I'm like, I don't love this trade. I'm fighting the structure. I just made money short. If this is going to turn back long in the afternoon, I can make money going long later with better structure. This doesn't need to be the way. I'm not like I'm going to be missing out on the clearest, easiest trade. So stop loss break even. So thankfully, got stopped out at break even. No harm there. And I actually switched back to my short because, yeah, we just made a lower high on that stop out at break even. Back below New York, back below the lower day view up, just set in from that exit of the first trade. Again, right out of the course that I made of breaking the lower day view up in trend, back below view ups as like the launch pad as a nice short. But this one, the first attempt isn't the one that cracks lower. Takes on all drawdown, a lot of drawdown, and quite a quick kick in the nuts because it would technically hold, but I mean, with that pin starting there, you're getting out of that thing. I guess maybe you do hold it through to say, yeah, just hit my stop, and it wouldn't have happened. But ideally, or not ideally, but realistically, you're probably going to take that loss just because you're not back above New York. Yes, I know you're making lower highs from previous, and I would argue that too. That it's really not invalidated until that stop is taken out. But boy, it doesn't look great. Sellers aren't making new lows a day. It's now 11:45, and we're still inside this opening range. That's not ideal. I want to be out of here and away from here, trending all day like it's 11:30. Let's be at new lows of day. No, if it's going to be a strong bearish day. So stopped out on that early because I was on a coaching call managing it. I don't do that well either. But then thankfully able to get back in. I don't know where that markup is, but able to get back in just to recover it. That first small loss, I didn't get the whole move. What did I get on that? Yeah. So it gets back below New York, create a lower high. I ride it back down to the lower day. Now this blue line is our initial balance low. It's at this time that I realized that that low I made at the first trade was the initial balance low. So we never really cracked out of either side yet. So once we broke to the bottom here, I know, again, going back to Edgewood, we probably only want to break one side, just being what the stats are. So once we got the nice slide for finally, new low a day. Sellers indeed did defend this New York. We finally got the gas to get out and away from this range. Beautiful. I wait for a pullback, and I trade the retest of initial balance rather than the break of this lower day following it. So that's one thing I did a little bit different, just playing this price because I know it probably only wants to break one side. I want to bounce off this key level like a trampoline. So once it consolidated there, I'm hoping and thinking this would be our lower high set from previous. We're going to make a lower high here and continue back falling. So I got another nice exit on that one. Not tooting my own horn that I called the market, but this first trade up top here, I called it at the, or got pretty close to the bottom when I got out, as well as this one. I got my 1R to low a day. I'm out. Despite how strong those bars are, I'm not going to just hope it keeps on sinking because it didn't. So thankfully. And this is the last one after that. Again, I got out. It pulls back. I'm able to just sell it again. I don't need to hold that first trade forever. So this one was actually on stream with Zach during his PM kill zone. He also streams on AceFX TV now at 1 o'clock. This is his golden hour. So let's look for some trade opportunities. Now when you look at the structure and you see my long I took earlier hidden somewhere in here, looks terrible. Looks like we had lower highs, lower lows all day if you're just very patient with it. That once it pulled back after that trade I just took, it breaks back below the initial balance again and breaks a lower day view up this time again, and it respects underneath that initial balance and then falls again. But what did it do again? It went to low a day and not further. So I got another nice exit on that one as well, because then it pulls back again. And this is now at 2 o'clock. I'm not exactly sure how it finished the day, but even just read the note here. How could I be a buyer today? Lower highs and lower lows all day underneath New York and opening range low. So yes, could I have loaned it and made some money there? But look how little time is spent above the New York compared to the bottom when we now look back at the whole day. Yeah, sellers are here. We single broke the opening range. We single broke the initial balance. Sellers have been here. Let's get a good price and let's get good exits. Now, let's not get greedy for continuation plays when it is still kind of a slow day of it didn't just rip way further. I mean, we're at 80 to 20, man, like 40 points that day. So that's why I had so many trades, just because one was a break even long that I didn't need. This minus 210 and plus 315, that's this long. That's this short and this short. So it's kind of like that was one idea. Unfortunately, I got stopped out and then it fell. But it was good that I got back in because I wasn't really wrong. So it's really like this one idea. Didn't need this one. And then this one, these two are like pretty much one idea. And then here's the third trade. So it's kind of like 3 trades, not 5. But yes, I took 5. But yeah, nice little day there. Very little time spent in drawdown, but a nice recovery just because the trades kept presenting for me. Now, as the day went on, we just kept painting more and more bearish structure that, yes, I do want to be a seller. Yes, let me get it off a key level. Let me get it in a break of lower day. So that was my day there. A nice little $500 to follow up a $750 the day prior. I already posted that video. Definitely go check it out. Because that was just 2 trades, my normal 1 to 2 trades. But sometimes you got to fight for that P&L. Today was 5. What are you going to do? But like I said, definitely go check out AceFX TV. The Futures 2.0 course is on there. All these markups that I show you here on stream or even on these videos, they're all discussed in that course in some sort of capacity because I take these strategies that I teach on there. You can watch me take them live on AceFX TV. This one specifically and even the later ones on throughout breaks. So definitely go check it out. You do need to be an AceFX TV member. But I mean, you get the live streams, you get the Discord community, and you get the courses. There's a Futures 101 and a Futures 2.0. And depending on when you're watching this, we are running a holiday sale. So use code Friday for Black Friday, and you can get 75% off. So no brainer there, because 75% is robbery. But we want you guys there because we like trading with you guys. Everyone's enjoying it. We're making money together. So definitely tune in. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you need any more feedback on anything, you got any questions on the course, on these videos, on these strategies, on the markups, anything, feel free to reach out. But yeah, let's have a good rest of the week. I'll see you on the desk on stream tomorrow morning.